Is this how you do it? Is this how you do it?
I don't know. Alrighty. Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video I want to do a little review on the Happyskinco at home lasering thingamabob. I wanted to do like a video on this because a lot of the video reviews and things like that I've seen are like sponsored, and I know that most of the time you can still trust people that are sponsored. I mean, I still trust like a lot of YouTubers that sponsor, but I thought I would check one out that's not sponsored so that people just get like a really honest review. So I've been using this for a while now. I didn't want to do like a first impressions review because like what the heck is the point of that? Because you would just never know. Like you're not going to get results from one session. That's just stupid. So I have written like a little diary kind of thing on like when I used it and what level I used everything on. Now I'm pretty sure on the website it says for the first 12 weeks use it once a week, and then after that you use it sparingly, I think, to keep touching up the session. So I think it says maybe like once every 3 months or something like that for a while, and then etc, which is similar to laser, although laser is, you know, either 4 weeks or 6 weeks sessions apart rather than 1 week sessions apart at the start. Now I just want to start by saying I'm not a professional or anything like that, so obviously this is just my opinion and my experience on it. I do want to say that I have had laser previously, so I did used to get laser on my legs, on my underarms and on my vajayjay. So I tried to do it somewhere else where I also never had laser before, which is my arms and my elbows. Now I have really, for some reason, really hairy elbows and arms. I will insert a clip from today when just before I had a shower. Hopefully you can see, but that's my arm, which I never had laser on before. So this is my arm. I don't know, you can barely see any hair because I don't really have any hair, and I just mainly wanted to show you my elbow. Hopefully you can see that because I had a lot of hair on my elbow and I feel like now I barely do. Now I want to say that just with what I've done, I worked up the levels. I know when I was trying to read a lot of things, a lot of people were saying, oh, it does hurt, but you know, all the YouTubers and gurus and whatever, they all put it on level 1 only, and of course it doesn't hurt them, blah 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 blah. If it hurts you, put it on the lowest level. When I first tried it, I was like, oh, this doesn't hurt. I mean, I was used to laser pain, so I first tried it and I'm like, oh, 1 doesn't do anything, 2, 3, 4 doesn't do really anything, and then 5 I was like, I feel a bit of warmth. And then I ended up like burning myself a little bit on my legs, like nothing major. I just got like little marks. I don't even know if I ended up taking a photo, but like they went away in like a few hours. So nothing major, but obviously it just didn't work up to it. Obviously whatever there's in this IPL thing is completely different than what's in laser, so just work up to it. Don't bother putting it on level 5 straight away. So like I did it on the 19th of the 2nd, that was my first session. Now I just want to say I also wasn't consistent. The last month or so I've been sick, and then I've also been really unwell in between, so I haven't unfortunately done it every week for 12 weeks like you're supposed to, but I've still found pretty good results. So anyway, I did it on the 19th of the 2nd, that was my first session. On half arms and half legs I did level 5 because I was already, like, I thought that was okay. On my vajayjay I did level 2, on my face I did level 1, and on underarms I did level 4. And then I slowly worked up. So now, today, I've done my face and vajayjay on the level 3. I did my neck a level 4. I have a really hairy neck, so I wanted to get that done. My underarms, arms, and legs I'm gonna do level 5. So I did kind of write some pros and cons to actually kind of keep on track, because you know, I get sidetracked a lot. So one of the first pros I want to say is you save a lot of money. It's one of the reasons why I stopped going laser. It is expensive as shit to keep going. Now I have nothing against laser. If you have the money to go to laser, because it's probably a lot better, like results wise, than this. This is obviously just an at-home one. Whenever you're using any at-home version of anything compared to a salon, it's not going to be as good, of course. It's not going to be as strong. You know, obviously those people, they get certified to do these things. They have special machines, all this stuff, a lot more complex. Like anything that you're going to go get at a salon, this is an at-home version. So it's not going to be as strong, and you may not get the exact same result. So if you have the money for laser, I would suggest to go get the laser. But if you don't and you want to try something at home, or you're very anxious going to laser or anything like that, then this is a good option. So another pro is obviously less hair. So I found really good results of this, as you can probably see both before and after. I've found a lot less hair. So even like on my chin, face, and my armpits, my elbows were like the ones that had the most darkest, obvious hair. I've noticed so much of an improvement there. So the hair doesn't grow as much, and the hairs are also a lot more thin and like fluff-like rather than thick black hairs. I did notice when I was really sick and I didn't get to use it for a few weeks, which was like, so between the 26th and the 3rd and the 2nd and the 5th, I didn't use it. That was my 2 sessions that I did. And between them, oh my gosh, I realized how much more often I had to shave my face and like my arms. Regardless of whether overall it stops hair growth or not, it definitely reduces it. So I've noticed a lot less hair, and I've had to shave a lot less often. Another pro is obviously you can do it whenever the heck you want because it's at home. So you can like sit at home and like watch TV and do it. You know, you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to leave. You don't have to talk to people. You don't have to feel uncomfortable in front of someone else. You can do it whenever you want. You don't have to worry about booking an appointment, all that stuff. So if that works for you, like if you're really busy and you never know when you can book in, this is also a great option because whenever you find the time to do it. But I do suggest being consistent with it, otherwise it kind of just becomes pretty pointless. So I know even my laser lady said the same thing, like it's pointless if you're not going to be consistent. Like if you're going to go for a few months and then you're not going to go for a year and then you're going to go for a few months, like it ruins it. Like obviously you're still going to get some results, but it's just not as good. Another thing is that you can control it yourself. So obviously you can go up levels as much as you want. You can do the areas you want. Obviously you use your whole body. You don't have to feel as awkward. I was really lucky and I was really close to my laser lady. She's amazing. I can trust her, but I've heard a lot of like horror stories where people, like the laser clinics, don't even tell you what level they put you on, or they put you on lower just to keep you coming back more often. Because obviously if you can say in this instance you can handle a level 5, but they only keep you on level 3, you're gonna have to keep coming back for more sessions rather than bumping you up slowly and kind of getting the best results for you. But yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of dodgy people out there. The cons, obviously it's a quite big expensive first initial cost, I guess. I'm pretty sure I paid $400 for mine. I can't remember, but obviously it's a bit to fork out right at the start, and usually when you're forking out that much so much money, it's hard because yeah, you don't even know if it's gonna work. So it's a big gamble, so it's kind of, yeah, it's hard. It seemed like quite a bit of money, but I think compared to getting laser, obviously it's way cheaper, but initially it was a bigger cost. One other con I have, which I will show you in my example, level 5 is really slow. Now I don't know if it's just because like you're doing it to yourself and it seems slower, because like when I get laser, I didn't really pay attention. Like what I mean by slow is how often it can zap, if that makes sense. So I don't know if I just didn't realize that laser that it was slow, or if it's because I'm doing it to myself and I'm like bored waiting for it to zap faster. But when you put it on level, I'll show you in the video. For what it is, it's actually relatively quick. So obviously the cons is it can be painful. So obviously work up to your level. 100% always start on level 1. Even the first session, even if you like don't even feel anything. If you've never had laser or IPL before, just go to level 1 and then work up, because obviously, yeah, I mean, it's not painful. It's like a burning sensation. You know, like when you, you know, like when you get like a rubber and then like someone flicks it on you, like a rubber thing. You know what I'm trying to say? Anyway, it's not really like painful, like ouch. It's like a, that's not gonna make sense, but anyway. And another thing I want to say is it's hard to do yourself in some areas. So like my elbows is kind of like a really awkward angle to get to, and also like the back of my legs can be a bit annoying. Obviously my JJ can get a bit annoying, like I have to like sit there on the floor and like shove one leg up in the air and like try to get up in there. Obviously with my laser lady, you just spread your legs and then she does it all for you, so it's pretty easy. But yeah, obviously some areas are a little bit hard to get to. Also, I want to say when you get out of the shower, don't use any creams or anything yet. Make sure you do this on like clean, dry skin. I can't stress that enough, because if you have product on it, it mazes out the products, and if the products have pigments and all of that kind of jazz, it's just not good. Just don't use anything even in the shower that, like, you know, like there's scrubs that are oily and then end up leaving like an oily residue. And then obviously if you've got sensitive skin, be careful with what you put on after. So I tried it out, and I will insert a clip now on me trying it out for the first time.
I got a package today. Happyskinco. So let's get this turned on. So it's got the intensity lights here. That's number 2. So let's just try it on that. Now, I will probably explain a little bit more in depth, but this is basically what my laser lady did. She would just draw lines so she would remember where she's gone over and then cross it off as she's gone, because there's nothing worse than going over it 2 or 3 times and stuff like that. This is just kind of easier. Let's just try it on 2. Whoa, okay. It's kind of hard not to look at. The good thing is it won't zap until you actually place it on your skin. Number 2 is just warm for me, so I might go up to like a 4 and see how that works. But I've done that line now, so I'm just going to cross that off. As you can tell, it takes a lot longer to zap the more you move it up. Now, that one was pretty just warm again, so I'm just going to move it up to 5 because that did not hurt me at all. My only issue I have is my laser lady gives me glasses, so I don't get affected by this light, and she wears glasses. Now, this doesn't give you with it, and it doesn't tell you you need it. I'm just going to try it on 5 now. Tell it takes even longer now to zap. I'm trying like to look away. Yeah, to me 5 does not hurt on my arm anyway. My Brazilian might be a little bit worse, I'm not too sure. But yeah, so I finished my whole half arm. Hopefully it got around my elbow as good as I could get.
Well, that's it for this video. I hope you learnt something, and I hope you got an honest review out of me. I would definitely recommend this product. I think it's so good for what it can do at home compared to a laser clinic. Obviously it's not quite as dramatic as a laser clinic and the results you would get, but the results that you get for an at-home IPL machine is fantastic. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I've definitely noticed a reducement whatever, in hair growth. Like, my hair is nowhere near as black, and it doesn't grow as often. I don't have to shave as often, and when it does come back, it's like more of a fluff, which I absolutely love. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you in my next video. Blessings.